I was introduced, fortunately, to John and Illy, who set up Gideon's Promise 13 years ago. And I've educated myself over the past few months about the work they do. Essentially, what they do is to help support the amazing public defenders. And I'd like to thank everyone, from Gideon's Promise to these amazing public defenders, for all the important work you're doing.
We need public defenders to keep us out of jail, to keep us out of the system. And, you know, it always resonated with me. I mean, it hits so close to home.
First of all, there's nothing little about y'all because, like you said, this is about community. You know what I mean? All of us are intertwined. All of us are connected. In order for us to be what we say we want to be as a society, we all got to have this kind of synergy.
80% of individuals who enter into our criminal justice system are relying upon a public defender. I want to say it again, it's 80%. I mean, that is a incredible amount.
It's not just about transforming public defense, but all administrators of justice, prosecutors, police officers. It is changing the culture, changing the narrative about economically disadvantaged people.
And violence in the street that's happening to Black and brown people every day. There is an invisible violence happening in the courtrooms every day, a violence that happens when cell phones aren't recording, when CNN isn't there, when YouTube's not on. And it's a violence that happens to poor people when they're housed in jails pre-trial because they can't afford bond, when they're over-sentenced, over-prosecuted. And really, public defenders are the only people there to interrupt that routine, invisible violence.
So I would encourage other public defenders, you may not have to have my advocacy style, but if you hear something, say something. How else can this continual system of locking people in cages, how can there be a cog in the wheel unless we open up our mouths and be an amplification for our clients?
So for somebody to take lesser to actually go in there to, you know, fight for you, that says a lot. And I came from a place where we didn't have any fight when it came to the judicial system, the county chair, you know, the office. These people, like, you would just hit. If you got them handcuffs on you, you got to deal with it. So to see, you know, fast forward to the date of 2020, to say we actually have a front line, you actually have people out there that are fighting for you. And when you tell me you guys went from 6 lawyers to over 1,000, that's at least 1,000 times a day that somebody has a fighting chance.